Hi guys, it's Vivi and today I am playing another 15 plus 10 chess game once again. And we're playing Agdaman. Nomen, let's call them Nomen. So they started off with d4. I'm going to go with d5. I play the Queen's Gambit accepted as black, so I'm going to go ahead with that. After e4, my classic move is to play knight f6. Just so if they play e5, I can play knight d5. Knight c3, then I'll play a6, so if they do take my pawn, I can attack the bishop with a tempo. Bishop to d3, and I'm gonna go with e3 right now, just so if they do play e5, knight takes e5, and I have reinforcements in my center, and I just want to open up this bishop's diagonal for my dark squared bishop. Right now my position isn't too bad. If I were to see how it is, I do have less space, but once I play c5, and knight c6, bishop b7, then my position will be evidently pretty good. Bishop to g5, and now bishop e7 looks like it would be the right move. However, d5 might possibly be a threat, or not, just bishop e7 to stop this pin from occurring. And I can't take this pawn on d4 because bishop takes b5 will create a discovered attack on my queen and on my king, and I don't want that. So bishop e7 looks like the best move in this position, just stopping the pinned knight so white can't add more pressure onto it in the future. Okay, so e5 was played like I predicted, and right now knight c5 seems like it would be the most reasonable move. If knight takes d5, then I could play queen takes d5, just taking control of this space and this backward pawn. If bishop takes e7, king takes e7, and I would move my rooks onto the d file. My king can't really get attacked in the center anyways, so I think I'll be fine. Okay, the thing is, knight takes, queen takes, there's this bishop that can play bishop e4 even right now, so I need to watch out for that. I'll probably play bishop b7 soon, or c5 right away. We'll see. Also, if I do play c5, I might get rid of their backwards d-pawn, which is something I don't really want because it's an advantage for me right now, and our goal is to attack their advantage rather than letting them get rid of it. Okay, so bishop takes e7, and in this position, I feel like queen takes e7, knight takes d5, e takes d5 might be the right move to play, because now I wouldn't want to play king takes e7 just in case they don't even take my knight on d5, and it wouldn't be worth it. So queen takes e7. Okay, now knight takes d5, pawn takes d5 as like basically my only move. Okay, knights to e2. I'm thinking about c5 right now, but I don't know if that's exactly what I want to play, just because if I do play c5, my d5 pawn could get attacked. So I'm thinking of maybe defending this. I can't really play bishop e6 because knight f4 is an option, and I don't want to lose my bishop right now. And I don't want more pressure to be put on my d5 pawn. Sticking with bishop b7 right now seems like it would be the most reasonable move because it's not advancing too much, but it's not staying too behind either. Castles and knight d7 would be the best move in this position. I'm getting ready to play c5 and castling soon, rook c8. Knight f4 attacking the d5 pawn. Right now it's not a big deal for me just because I have a defender on it. However, white could play queen b3 and attack it once more. So I think I'm going to stick with c5 right now. So if queen b3 is played, I can fork them. If pawn takes, knight takes, my knight will defend this b3 square for the queen. Okay, queen g4. This move attacks the g7 pawn. Don't know what their threat is to bring a piece to my side, I guess. But I'm honestly debating just castling queenside, to be honest. So castling queenside, and then what's next? Castling queenside. My king. Let's see. Okay, so if you castle queenside, and then what? Okay, sorry, I got lost for a second there. Where was I? Castle queenside. Let the queen take. Play rook g8. Try to attack on the g2 pawn, but that doesn't really seem very, very like achievable, just because like so many things can be done to protect this g2 pawn. Maybe castling queenside isn't the best move for me. Castling kingside too. White could play e6. F takes e6, knight takes c6, and I really don't want that. So I'm just debating, because castling queenside might not actually be so bad for me. I can sacrifice this pawn, but then I can attack the queen again, get an open file. I could play c takes d4, attacking the e4 pawn, and then I can play f5, f4, just going forward with the attack. Okay, d takes d5 is played now. Honestly, I'm just thinking about what? I could play knight takes e4-5, to be honest, and I would be attacking the queen, and then I could take on c5, but I can't really take with my queen because then I'll get pinned. If I take with my knight right now, the rook pins me, and I move my king to the side, then I'll be able to move my knight away, and I'm also attacking the e5 pawn, so that might be an advantage for me. Knight takes e5, queen takes g7. Knight takes e5 honestly seems like a better move just because I can leave this pawn here to protect my own king side, or queen side, let's say, protect my own king. And if I take this knight, I remove one of their defenders, so I can push my f-pawn. If the queen takes, then I can play rook g8, and then use something with my knight and my rooks, and I can possibly double up on the file. Oh, but the thing is, I did not see this pin. I totally missed this pin. Okay, I like can't take with the knight, and I can't take with the queen either because then I'll get pinned. Maybe. Moving my king to the b8 square would be the good move, just getting out of that attacking position. Okay, b4 is played, just reinforcing the c5 pawn, but that honestly is not a very big deal for me. I think right now I can play knight takes e5. Although my knight gets pinned, maybe I should protect my queen before I play knight takes e5. Just better that way, I guess. Okay, a4 is played, and this is trying to attack my position. So honestly, could I ignore it? I'm not very sure, but the thing is, I think right now would be a good opportunity for me to take the e5 pawn and try to counterattack. Okay, queen goes back to g3. Utilizing this file, connecting to my king, which is kind of concerning, to be honest. Maybe trading queens would be a good move in this position. Honestly, I'm gonna play queen to c7 right now, stopping this pin as a whole. Okay, now they took my pawn. Not very happy with them taking my pawn. I think I can play knight takes bishop right now. If knight takes, queen takes, pawn takes, it takes b5. My f7 pawn is hanging after if f takes g3 occurs, but I think it's worth it just because I want to get rid of all the attackers possible. Okay, knight takes d6. Now I could trade queens. I think it's better for me just because white is really attacking right now. Pawn takes back, and this is a good opportunity for me to take back. Okay, rook f c1, probably threatening c6. I'm going to play bishop c6, stopping that right now. If rook a6 occurs, I'll play rook b7. So that's not really... Okay, well, yeah, I'll play rook b7. And I'm trying to get my rooks onto the second file. Okay, rook b6 check. Not a big deal. Once again, I think I can still defend that. And, yeah. Rook a1, threatening rook a7. I can go for a rook trade in this position, possibly. That does seem like the best move. Okay, rook actually takes back. I'm going to take back with my rook. Right now this rook is sort of chopped, sort of not. The knight just attacked my bishop, so I guess it isn't really chopped anymore. If I were to move my bishop back to e8 then. Now the rook is kind of not chopped, to be honest. Can't really say that it's chopped. Rook d6 is the good move. It was attack my d5 pawn, and it would be hard for me to defend that pawn. To be honest, if I were to play rook d8, rook trades, my position isn't necessarily better because I don't have very good pieces to attack with in general. So in this position, I'm thinking about playing rook a4, so if they take my pawn, I can take back their pawn, and it'll be a fair exchange. Right now we have equal pieces, so I don't think white is better. I don't think I'm better, but I think I do have a chance of winning this. Okay, rook takes. Now I'm gonna play rook takes, just winning that pawn back. Knight to d3. This does, in fact, attack my rook. Rook b1 check could be an option, and then I could play rook d1 pinning. Knight to the rook, but the thing is the knight can move away to b4 or to f4, protecting their rook. So it's sort of a fail, sort of not. However, if I do check, I'm going to go with the check. I just want to move this rook away from this position. Maybe b4 would be an okay move. Or it might not be that strong, or as strong as I think it is. So, king c6 would also not be the best, because rook d8 can be played and my bishop would get attacked. I don't want that. Okay, rook to d4, obviously threatening to, the thing is, I think I can pin this knight to the rook and put more pressure onto it, so let's go ahead with that. Okay. Rook d6 is played, and technically, I guess I don't really win the knight. I was thinking of attacking knight with my bishop and putting pressure onto it, but turns out the rook can sorta defend itself. So it's not really that big of a threat anymore. However, I think b3 might actually be, some sort of a threat. I'm just moving my pieces forward, and I could always attack the knight in the future. Okay, knight to b2 blocks my pawn. Let's see, rook takes, pawn takes, king takes. Don't think I'm gonna make it there in time. Actually, I do, but then I can check me if I move my king back. Technically, I think I might be able to make it in time, so I'm gonna go for it. Okay, so go forward, forward, and forward again. Okay, my position isn't too bad. I can play b2 right now, I think. And threatening b1 can't really be stopped unless they sacrifice their knight. Okay, so knight did sacrifice. Obviously gonna take back. King to e3. I'm gonna put all my pawns. Okay, I need to move my king towards, here before anything major happens. Just trying to capture their pawns from the back. I think that's my main idea right now. Okay, so this is played. I want to cut the king off from moving, so I'm going to play bishop c6, so the white king can't really move forward anymore. Okay, king f2. I guess I can keep pushing the king back. Okay, the pawn goes there. Still just gonna play an easier move. g3. Okay, I want to attack their pawn right now. So they're putting all their pawns on the dark squares. I'm gonna go h6 so they can't take this, or else they'll lose a piece. But then they'll have to keep their pawn on the light square, which is smart of me to do. Okay, f5 is played. My position is evidently better. I'm gonna be just playing e4 right now, stopping the king from moving and forcing the king to move backwards or to sacrifice their pawn. And it probably isn't something they want anyways. King to g1, pushing the king back once more. I'm going to go for just bishop f3 right now. Okay. King attacks. I can take this. And king moves back. I'm going to keep pushing the king backwards. Okay. I'm going to play a king here. Make sure there's no stalemate. Just like unlikely right now. I'll be taking this pawn on the next move. Okay, and my opponent resigned, which is reasonable of them. Honestly, I'm really happy with my game today. Endgame was played pretty well. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I did have one blunder, which I will be checking later, but thank you guys so much for watching, and if you guys are playing your games after this, good luck, and hope you win.